Hey YouTube, it's Mrlubufu, and I'm here with day 7. Ton of cards spoiled today. I think it's 7 or 8, so the most since day 1. So let's go ahead and start looking through them. So to begin with is a card that I was looking forward to because the art is so fantastic, and it's horrible. So we have Deadly Allure, which is a black sorcery. Target creature gains Death Touch and must be blocked this turn if able with Flashback Green. This might be okay, sort of, in limited. I love the art. Makes me sad that they put it on such an abysmal card. I'm just gonna move on. It makes me sad. Next we have a rare Predator-Ooze. It's green, green, green for a 1/1 indestructible that whenever it attacks, you put a +1/+1 counter on it, and whenever a creature dealt damage by it this turn dies, put a +1/+1 counter on it. This is going to be fun to play in limited, honestly. The triple green makes it kind of rough. I mean, if it was double green, this card would be insane, and I would love playing it. Here, I mean, it's really setting up for a mono-green beatdown deck between Strangleroot Geist, Predator-Ooze, Dungrove Elder, Thrun. I'm not sure how good this guy is. I think Dungrove Elder just will be better for this sort of thing, because it's Hexprooficity. That's not a real word, but I'm gonna roll with it. But I still think this is good. Survives Doomblade, doesn't survive O-Ring, which is something Dungrove Elder goes through. So Dungrove Elder versus Predator-Ooze is Day of Judgment, and Day of Judgment is really losing favor with all the guys that die and come back in some way, shape, or form. Doom Traveler being an example. But I don't know. I think this is a fun card. Definitely hit the flavor mark and the happiness mark for me on this one. Whether or not it hits standard playability, I'm not sure. Now let's go ahead and start looking. There were some more cards that are in this card image gallery you have to be careful to look through. So I'm going to start scrolling through till I find them. The last one on the list actually made me laugh hysterically out loud. And it was just silly. Okay, so we've got Hellrider. 4 mana, 3/3 haste. Whenever a creature you control attacks, Hellrider deals 1 damage to defending player. Reminds me a lot of Hero of Oxidridge. In the sense that it could be a red finisher. I'm not sure how often you get to deal with, like, when you hit 4 mana, you cast this or Oxidridge or Koth or whatever you're trying to get to, and it deals some serious damage to them. Even if you have just like Stromkirk Nobles or stuff like that, you just swing with everything, and he can lightning bolt them for a turn for free, which is pretty good. I think this is also really good in limited. Definitely a card you want to keep your eye out for. Let's keep going. Favorite art on a wolf, by the way. Okay, we've got Feed the Pack. 6 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a non-token creature. If you do, put X 2/2 green wolf creatures, where X is the sacrificed creature's toughness. Meh. I mean, I'm not impressed at all with this card. It's not going to see standard playability because it doesn't do anything right away for 6 mana. Limited, it doesn't really impress me that much either. It might not, because like you really have to already have another big creature to deal with it. So, I'm not sure. It might be good, it might not. It's one of those iffy enchantments like Painful Quandary, for example, where, yes, I drafted Painful Quandary when I first started drafting. Not a good card to draft, but when you played it, it was actually really, really good. I think it's one of those ones where you could draft it and it could work for you, or you can draft it and it can do nothing. We're going to keep scrolling down. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting to the card that's just... Okay, so we've got Mrlubufu, which has been spoiled in German for a while. I'm not sure if I went over it in my video, so I'm going to go over it now that it's formally here. It's a colorless red-green for a 2/2 Intimidate. That other wolf and werewolves get +1/+1, and non-human werewolves can't transform. This is the lord I thought we were going to get in the form of Huntmaster of the Fells. I think if you're building a werewolf deck, that is certainly something you want to put in there. But, sorry, as I was saying, but I don't even remember what I was saying. Anyway, this is the lord you want. If you're building your red-green werewolves deck, definitely a card you want to get in there because it's huge and will be great. And if you're doing this in limited and you have enough werewolves, definitely a card you want to pick up. Now we're reaching the card that just made me laugh. Ready? Ready? It's Grafdigger's Cage. 1 mana cost artifact that creature cards can't enter the battlefield from graveyards or libraries, and players can't cast cards in graveyards or libraries. Oh, the hate. Oh, the hate. It's so... I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. Because every set, they have to have the HOSER, right? The one that just messes up all the fun strategies you want to do. And here you go. This is your sideboard tech. Because you can't Birthing Pod with Grafdigger's Cage. And it's a 1-drop. You can't cast stuff from graveyard, so the zombie, the black one, I'm going to scroll up so you guys can see it as a refresher. Gravecrawler, can't cast him from your graveyard. You can't flashback everything, so this hoses Snapcaster Mage, and Think Twices, and Forbidden Alchemies, and this is going to be sideboard tech for everything, and it's so funny that they had to print this. I cannot stop laughing. It's so funny. Anyways, look at the last 2 cards. We've got Warden of the Wall. 3 mana cost artifact that enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap it for a mana, and as long as it's not your turn, it's a 2/3 fly or 2/3 artifact flyer. I think this is a solid card. I mean, if you're in limited, at least this is strictly limited. If you're in limited and you're playing sealed, especially, definitely a card you want to pick up. It's colorless, goes in pretty much any deck. Give you a nice little defensive push, especially with the flying. 3 toughness is also pretty nice. So definitely, it's an okay card. I've reached the point of spoiler season where I want to see the good commons, uncommons. This is one that's a solid one and definitely something worth picking up. And now we have the continuation of the dual colored lands, so like Nefalio Drownlord, Gavany Township, Kessig Wolfron. Now we're getting to some of the opposing color ones. So we've got Vault of the Archangel, tapped for 1 colorless, and for 2 colorless, white-black, creatures you control gain Death Touch and lifelink until end of turn. Holy cow, is this good. So good. Because what do? You have it in play, right? You can just swing with a whole bunch of little tokens. God, this is good in black-white tokens decks. The same sort of deck Sorin will be good with. Like, you swing with a whole bunch of little guys, and they're like, well, I have giant dudes. Let's say, well, I have giant dudes. It doesn't help to block them, so I won't do it. So then you don't spend your mana, and you essentially got all this free damage in because they were afraid that you'd give it Death Touch and lifelink. Like, you don't have to use it every turn. It's just the potential threat of this card is huge. It's so good. Definitely a card I really like. Another one of this, it's a very strong dual land. They've pretty much all seen play in some way, shape, or form. So I'm very impressed with this set of lands that they've made. Anyway, that's pretty much it for spoilers today. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Feel free to tell me you're way wrong. Or feel free to laugh with me at Grafdigger's Cage for officially cutting off so many fun decks. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe.